Have you been in a situation where you had to make a decision and felt very alone to take that important decision for your business? Well, if you're like me, you've been confronted to many challenges of running a business. It's exciting, but sometimes it's very, very lonely. And today, I just want to share with you 5 ideas that you can implement tomorrow in order for you to cut the solitude of the entrepreneur and surround yourself with the right people to help you grow and manage your business. Hello, and welcome to a new episode of the Business of Meetings podcast. Today, I want to have a special recording to speak about 5 ways to overcome the solitude of an entrepreneur. If you're like me, you are faced regularly with question issues from having to hire somebody or fire somebody, having a great or a difficult relationship with customers, with a volcano erupting in Iceland, and you have to reorganize 5 programs from any type of issues that you have as an entrepreneur, and also have to think about your own mental health in the midst of all this. And so I want to suggest to you 5 ways that you can overcome this solitude of the entrepreneur. I know we're all feeling alone and overwhelmed as entrepreneur, as business owners, and especially in the meetings and event industry. So here are some ideas for you to basically surround yourself with the right people and not being alone to make the hard decision, even if at the end, as the business owner, you will have to make that decision. So the first suggestion really is to have your own advisory board, your personal. I discovered that was when I was leading ISEC, which is a student organization worldwide. I was leading the Belgian chapter, being a student. And we had an advisory board. We had the people that were head of recruitment from Unilever, Procter and Gamble, the ancestor of Anderson Consulting, and other companies. And it was very handy because you can rely on professional people that want good for you and obviously have a different experience. And so this concept of advisory board, I always applied it. And when I started my first business, one of the first things I did was to create my own personal advisory board for the company. And I remember one of my friends, and she, the head of worldwide division for a major executive search firm, remember she would tell me, Eric, I'm really impressed because you're really getting naked in front of us. And I said, yeah, because I trust all of you. And I think that the best way for you to give me advice is to be very blunt about what's going on, what the success, but also failure we had, and the question I have, and what's keeping me up at night. So I really relied on advisory board, and everywhere in the course of my life and the different businesses that I started was always the concept of having this advisory board. It doesn't have to be formal, but it's really you surrounding yourself with the people you believe will be the best for you to give you advice, and not being alone when you have to make a decision. And what is very funny is that if you think about it, if you are looking at what is the new barbecue you have to buy, or the new pair of shoes that you have to buy, or where to go on holidays, you will rely on the other people. But when it comes to our business, we are sometimes very shy to ask for help and to ask for the opinion of others. So that is really something that I strongly encourage you to do, is building your own board of advisors, personal board if you want. Make sure you have people that you know and trust. Make sure that you're not obviously with the direct competitors, and make sure that you have people that really from different backgrounds. You don't want to have the same type of people from the same industry with the same experience in the room. You really want to have different backgrounds, different experiences. It's almost like you would have an independent an independent director in the board of directors of a large firm, bringing different perspective and different ideas. So first idea to overcome this loneliness of the entrepreneur, a personal advisory board, a personal board advisors. The second idea I want to share with you that I experienced myself is joining a professional organization and volunteering for this organization. For those who know me, I spent many, many, many years volunteering with the MPI, Meeting Professionals International. I had the immense honor of serving as the the chairman of the International Board of Directors, being the first from Europe here in the US. And I learned so much. I really learned so much about structure and processes, but also more importantly, I learned from all the people in the room. And I would not go to a board meeting without coming back with new ideas, reflection that would really help me in my business. And I remember my grandfather would always say, "And they pay you for that?" I say, "No, they're not. But not only do I enjoy doing it, but I'm learning a lot." So that is something that I strongly encourage you to do, is joining a professional organization, volunteering for this professional organization. You will learn a lot. You will fulfill somehow a sense of purpose in what you're doing. You will make friends for life, and you will contribute to your own industry. So second idea is to overcome the loneliness of the entrepreneur is to join your professional organization and to volunteer. The third idea, really, and that is linked to mental health, is get out. Get out of your office, especially if you're working from home or if you're working alone in an office or if you always see the same people in the building. That's very nice, but get out, do some sports, go for lunch with other people. Make sure that, as one of my friends would put it, you creating the environment to be open for serendipity. Let me repeat that. You creating the environment to be open for serendipity. And that's something that you can do by doing sports, that going for lunch, but attend conferences. Once again, I have never been to any conference without meeting somebody new, coming back with a new idea, listening, asking questions, and especially being interested with topics that I not necessarily familiar or comfortable with. For instance, now I'm taking flying lessons, and let me tell you that learning about aerodynamics is not necessarily the first thing that I would do in my life, although I enjoy learning, even if it's challenging. So get out, don't stay in your bubble, don't stay in front of your screen. Make sure you're meeting other people, you're seeing other people, and that you are, again, letting yourself being open to be there for serendipity. The fourth idea that I have for you is join a mastermind, join a group of entrepreneurs. I have the opportunity to belong to several of those mastermind and a group of entrepreneurs. And I can tell you that with each of them, I meet different type of people. I have different ideas. I can tap into different experiences as well if I need something. You know, we have all those WhatsApp group, and you post a question and have the opportunity to benefit from the knowledge of everyone and also to contribute. I hate people that are always asking for help but never helping others. But in this context, with mastermind groups, with entrepreneur groups, you're exposed again to different people, different experiences, different ideas, and you have a fabulous network of resources that you can tap in. Even if you're like me and it's very difficult to ask for help, do it. It's working. It's helpful, and it's even if you like helping others, you can also once in a while make sure that you're benefiting from this network. And one thing that I really like in terms of mastermind is this concept of hot seat, where when you ask for a volunteer, raise your hand, and this is my challenge, and you have 1 or 2 minutes to expose your challenge and make sure that you prepare that and succinctly. I don't know if that's the right word in English. Basically, in a short period of time, make sure that you expose the challenge and then listen. Take notes. It's fabulous. You're in that seat and you're getting a lot of feedback from all the other in the room. So the fourth idea, join a mastermind of a group of entrepreneurs. And last but certainly not least, get a coach or an advisor or mentor. Anyone that is successful in life have one, sometimes more coaches or advisors, whether it's for business, whether it's for personal growth, whether it's for fitness, whether it's an accountability buddy, but all this concept of making sure that you tapping into someone else's experience, but also having this accountability, it works. And so I personally have different coaches and mentors that I benefit from. And that's really something that I strongly encourage you to do. Get somebody that has been successful, get somebody that's done it before. I know in this day and age, especially with social media, you have people that were expert in COVID, and 2 months later, they're expert in AI, which is phenomenal. I don't know how they do that. But make sure that you ask for more information or their background, what they've done. I prefer to go to someone who's done it before me and has been successful than trying to figure it out myself, or having to speak with someone who basically doesn't really have much experience or haven't been really successful in what I'm trying to achieve. So in summary, 5 ideas to overcome the solitude of the entrepreneur. The first one, it's advisory board. Create your own advisory or personal board. Secondly, join your professional organization and volunteer. Third, get out. Fourth, mastermind and join entrepreneurs group. And fifth, and certainly last but not least, get a coach, advisor, or mentor. If you have any question, if I can help you in any way and point you in direction, don't hesitate to reach out to me, especially on LinkedIn. And if you find it useful, share this with your network. Thank you. Bye-bye. Again, I hope this was useful for you. All things that I've been implementing myself very successfully, and I recommend that to any entrepreneur to use one or all of these ideas to overcome the solitude of the entrepreneur. If you want to connect with me, please go on LinkedIn. If I can help you in any way, let me know. If you enjoy this piece of information, please share it with your network. Thank you. Bye-bye.